Hey, this is Coach Joshua, and I'm joined today by Cathy. And this is her ROM coach assessment. Cathy, the first time we did this was about 4 years ago, and you've been through a lot since then. I remember you had a lot of knee pain, so we actually started the knee recovery program. Then eventually you had to get a knee replacement, and then we were working on the new knee pain solution. So you're very familiar with precision movement, very familiar with ROM Coach app, and really appreciate you showing off what you can do. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we continue?
Well, that I gave myself this coaching as a birthday present to me to keep me moving, that 4 years ago. And well, almost 4 years ago, not quite. And it's been a journey for sure. Big changes in my mind, if nothing else. The knee still gets it, the bad knee still gets in the way from time to time, pretty badly. I don't know. Everything's. Let's just do what we're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. So, what are the kinds of things that you're doing on the day to day around the house or when you go out and about?
Well, I have a pretty sedentary. Um, I have to actually make myself move because I really don't have that much to do. I live on my own. I have a big enough space, but it just doesn't get dirty. So
Yeah,
it's
but
not
you
like
did
I have a lot of
something.
house stuff.
Yeah, you just started doing something that's really interesting to help you to move more. Do you know
Oh, I
what I'm
created a
getting
circuit
at?
around my house to walk.
Yeah, and how many steps can you get in on your circuit? Like you're logging a lot of steps, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, otherwise I was lucky if I got 2,500 steps.
Yeah, and
So
now you're getting up
I make
like,
sure I get at least 5,000 and
yeah,
usually
so that's
more.
brilliant, Cathy, and that's a really strong message to anybody watching at home who's in a similar situation about
Yeah,
how can you make reasons to move, right? So that's perfect.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
without
and actually, it's turned into a game with the cat and I as well. Uh,
perfect. All
you
right,
know,
good old
it's fun,
Jasper. Okay,
and I
Cathy, we're gonna get started. Okay, if you're watching along, you can tell Cathy and I have great rapport. Cathy's gonna, I'm gonna keep her honest, so to speak. So we're gonna get started,
okay.
and if you're watching at home, you're gonna see the ROM Coach app on the left-hand side of your screen. This is her assessment, so I've tapped assessment on the bottom menu, and then we're gonna discover her movement age, okay? And
It's
then
probably
I'm gonna
really bad. I'm
take the
scared.
assessment, and here we go. So the first test is the sit and reach. So I'm gonna get Cathy just to get on the floor, and we're gonna see her sit and reach. So there you go, getting down on the floor very nicely, and just shift to the right, okay, Cathy? And you're thinking of a different test, and you don't need to lie on your back for this one, okay? I'm gonna coach you through everything, okay? Yeah,
Okay.
and just shift to the right even more. Just bum over a whole bunch, like a whole meter. Yeah, and then just that's perfect right there. So let's see you try and touch your toes. And she gets them, and she can hold it for 5 seconds. And that's a pass. That's a yes for
Yeah.
that test. So good. All right, and let's take a look at your liftoff push-up next.
My lift off push up. Is that
Yeah,
like this?
yeah. Let's see you do four more. And two, and three, and four. Very good. That's nice. And that's a yes for that one too. So good.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for your side bridge?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, this is one that I think you're very proud of. And we're going to start with the left arm, okay? Don't
Okay.
get ahead of yourself, Cathy. I'll tell you when to go. Okay, so just get set
Yep.
up on your left arm, please.
Okay, I am.
No, you are. My bad. I was having a moment there.
You
Cathy
want
was
your
doing it
left.
perfectly. No, that's your right arm, Cathy. You were correct. That was my error.
Yeah, usually I'm the one that's wrong about
Yeah, it was me. It was me today. Okay, so I'll say go and then up you go and we'll start the clock. There you go. Left arm for 30 seconds. Go. There we go. Up she goes. And I'll give you a countdown. Oh, the joy of remote coaching.
Yeah.
Still hard to keep the lefts and the rights straight. So that's 10 seconds done. Really good alignment there. That's really good. Side plank, that's 20 seconds done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you made it. So good. And then,
Whoa.
yeah, and we'll watch your right side from this angle. It's perfect. So up you go, slightly different view, and there we go. And we're off. Really nice alignment. And here's our first check-in. It's 10 seconds. Halfway. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. So that's a yes for
Yes.
left side and a yes for the right side.
Yep.
And we're moving on to the active hurdler. The active hurdler. Let's see how it goes. And we're going to start with the left leg. Yeah, so there you go. So she's in her groin stretch to start.
Now, just a minute. Are we doing it like so?
Nope.
Like so?
Nope.
Like.
Nope. Nope. Your right leg stays still. Your right leg stays straight the whole time and you're only moving your left leg.
Oh, from this to this.
Yeah. There you go. Very good. Yeah. So just some minor compensations, right?
Yeah.
But that's still really positive. But
it doesn't bend quite as much as I'd like it to.
Yeah, it's all good, but there's still really good control, really good strength. Okay, you can stop, Cathy. So we can decide if we want to call that a pass or if we want to continue to work on that, right?
I think it could use some, I mean, because I have to lean and make all kinds of.
Everybody's got to lean a little bit, but what you're doing is very good. But she wants to work on it a little more, so I'm just going to say that's a no for the left side, and let's take a look at the right side.
There's going to be a lot of no's from now on, I think.
No, this is really good. I mean, I'm following along with Coach Laura on the other side of the screen, and at least on this leg, she's leaning as much as you, so I'm inclined to give this one a yes for this side. Okay, yeah, and even though
critic me.
Yeah, and that's enough, right? If you feel some pain, you just stop, right? No need to continue.
Okay.
And you can just straighten out your knee if you would like to rest. All right, and the next exercise is the segmental sit-up. So this is the one where you're going to start by lying on your back.
Okay. Oh,
yeah, and I want, and just so that we can see the side view, Cathy, just rotate to the side, okay? Yeah, there we go. Very good.
Okay, so do you want my arms on my head?
No, the arm position is not relevant.
Okay.
You just want to curl up one vertebrae at a time. And that is awesome. So good. So happy that you can move that way. That's a for sure yes. All right, and kneeling. So with Cathy's history of knee issues, we kind of know that she can't kneel, right? And she can kneel tall, right? Can we see your full kneel? Kind of in the tall position. Yeah, but she can't sit on her heels, which is fine. So what we do,
get about down to about here.
There, and then and then go tall. So for anybody watching, Cathy just works in that range. That's it right there. And then going tall, right? So that's it for Cathy. And in her case, we're actually not too concerned about trying to really force it, Okay, so Cathy's not going to mention her age. Feel free to guess. Okay, we're never going to tell you if you do guess, but with
No,
her
I
age
actually, I'm
and
not
her and nobody. Sorry, Cathy, we can't.
uh,
Yeah, we can't talk over each other. Sorry. What I'm trying to tell people is that it's okay, right? For Cathy's capabilities, this is the extent of the movement. And like I said, with the knee replacement and the condition of the other one, we're not too concerned about advancing this. But for the sake of the assessment, I'm just going to call it a no, but we know why and we know how to move forward. Okay,
Yeah.
Cathy, you can stand up and face us, please. Very good. I will definitely give you plenty of opportunity to chat later on in the session. For now, we're going to do the 6-way neck movement. So to start, let's see, tilt your head all the way to the right. Yeah, and tilt it all the way to the left. Yeah, and then look all the way to the right. Turn your head all the way to the right, you know, from your original position. Right, so oops, that's a big rotation. That's a new movement. That's not even part of the assessment. So just go back to the starting
Just
position
over to there. Okay, gotcha.
and now look straight ahead. Now turn to look over your right shoulder. Turn your head there and then turn all the way to the left. Yeah, and return to the center and then looking up and down. Looking up and down. So all of those movements were really clean. Anything that stands out in any of those? Yeah,
No.
so that's a yes for those. Very good. Okay, and the deep squat. So again, because of Cathy's feet and ankles, no, yeah, we can only go that far, and that's pretty much what we work on. That's about it. And you can get up, Cathy. That's okay, right? We know. Again, I'm trying to explain to people because of Cathy's age, because of her feet, her ankles, and her knees. We're only going to get so much, right? So we try and make sure that she can get in and out of chairs comfortably. She can get up and down off of the toilet comfortably. And that is, you know, that's fine, right? She doesn't ever have to really do the deep squat as Eric is showing, but we're not going to do nothing about it. We're going to work on, you know, the ankle and the mobility and the intrinsic foot stabilizers and all of that good stuff. But we know what we can expect from Cathy with respect to this exercise. So that's a no. All right, so Cathy, you're going to turn around and face the other direction. Okay, and now we're doing the hands behind the back. So the left hand, yeah, so that's right arm over left, and you're so close. Okay,
I don't know. It feels like miles.
it is very close. Okay, and then left over right. So left over right is even closer. If you wiggle a bit, I think you'll almost get them. Yeah, so close. Is there any contact there?
No.
Okay, but that one is even closer. But it's a no for both. And
Yes.
luckily there's content in the app that can help her out with that.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the control get up. So again, based on what we know about Cathy's knees, okay, it's difficult for her to get up off of the ground without using any assistance. Okay.
Yeah.
But Cathy, show us with assistance, with as little assistance as possible, what you can do. Okay, so starting right on the floor, and then you're going to try and stand up. Yeah, so see, she has to reach out for her elliptical, but let's see you get from that sort of seated position.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah,
here.
and then here, so there's her side sitting.
Okay,
So
I do need
sitting to kneeling. Yeah, and she needs a little boost, and that's okay. So that's +1, and then up she goes, and that's +2. So on a scale of on a score out of 5, this is a different assessment tool. Cathy would get a 2 out of 5 because she needs to touch the floor once and the elliptical once to stand up. But that's really good. Okay, and she did it quickly and she did it with strength, but we know, what we can expect from there, but we're certainly working on
Yeah.
some certain things. But those are very good. That's a very good strategy for her, and she can get up and down off of the floor even with some assistance. And a score of 2 out of 5 is not bad. The perfect score is 0, right? So she's doing pretty good there. And that's it for the assessment. So we finish it off. Okay, the movement age you see on the screen is not Cathy's age, based on mine. Okay, and you can see that it's +5, right? +5 for the assessment. I'm gonna tap on lower my movement age, and the main routines that we have seen that we have been working on are hip rotation 1, knee flexion RSR. We're gonna be a little more patient with that one because we can't really overdo it with her knees. And then the deep squat 1, again, we're not really gonna overdo it. We're focused more on her side sitting to full kneeling, standing up, walking, right? That sort of thing with Cathy. So even though the assessment has given us these results, we've also been working together. We've done other assessments, and we just kind of know what we can expect from Cathy. But using all of these tools, we've crafted some really great movement habits for her to employ that she'll gripe and moan about being in pain, but I have to tell you that Cathy is a real trooper. She does lawn bowling, she goes out, she does kayaking. So she's not letting this stuff get in the way of her living her life, which is awesome. And I think it's a really great message to anyone else, especially if you feel you might be closer to Cathy's age and have knee pain or other issues. There's still a heck of a lot that you can do, right? With some proper coaching. That's it from my end, Cathy. Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, I think you covered that really nicely. I like that.
Amazing. So good.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much, Cathy. And
Okay, thank you.
all right, very good.